Hey, what's up, guys? Another video with Prince Financials. Dogecoin has been very crazy, but if you've been following my previous videos and my business page, then you know it was coming because I was talking about it ever since last month. How Dogecoin was picking up, and building, and it's a very great investment. And now a lot of people see it. Some people still don't. A lot of people that were stuck in the ways of saying that it was made as a joke, which is true. It was made as a joke, but just keep this in the back of your mind. If you would have invested $1,000 5 years ago, this week you would have made $1.3 million. I mean, that doesn't sound like a joke to me. And if it is, we're laughing our way to the bank with that one. So I mean, it has a lot of room for more growth. This is really nothing. But I didn't really want to talk about cryptocurrencies. I really wanted to talk about entry points, because a lot of guys, a lot of people, they ask me, when I ask them about investing, what's their goals. I'm gonna ask you two things every time. When you say that you want help, I'm gonna ask you two things. The biggest thing I'm gonna ask you is, what's your goal or goals when it comes to investing? And then second, how much do you have to start off with? Now, when I ask that question, a lot of people would ask, well, how much did I start off with? It's hard for me to answer that question, because me answering it really won't help you. Only because inflation is real. What I mean by that is, the value is way different from the time that I invested to the time that you're going to invest. It's way different. It's different entry points. For example, Kohl's. When I first jumped into Kohl's, it was $13 a share. Now, Kohl's is about $60 a share, around there. 59, it goes back and forth, 59, 60. So what that means is, when I invested, I was able to get 100 shares, which is 1,300. The difference with you is, if you was to put $1,300 in right now, starting off in Kohl's, you're not going to get 100 shares. You'll probably get more so close to 40, if that. So not even, probably like 20, 25, around there. So it's just different. It's different entry levels. So I can't tell you how much. I can just tell you, how much money do you have, or do you feel comfortable with? Because when I invested, I didn't really think about the money itself. I thought about my goal. So when I invested, I actually had a number of shares that I wanted to get in every company. So that's where my mindset was. I wasn't thinking about, okay, you know what, I'm gonna put in $100, I'm putting this. I feel like if I would have did it that way, it would have took me much longer to really build up to my goal. It would have been a much longer process. And like I said, inflation is real. So it would have took much longer, and it probably would have took more money to do it. So, that's just something that I want you guys to keep in mind. So moving forward, if you're watching this video, I want you to set a goal, what you expect. Try your best not to think about money. Also, when you invest, try your best to remove all emotions when it comes to investing your money, because fear is the number one thing that will hold us back. I'm going to say it again. Fear is the number one thing that will hold us back. What I mean by that is, let's say you put $500 in, or whatever the case is. You're probably going to watch that $500 like a hawk, because you're trying to look at your money, seeing if it goes up or down. So every single day you see it go up or goes down, it might affect your mental on what you should do with your goal. No, keep your goal. Before you invest, make sure you have a goal. And then once you have that goal, invest. And then after you invest, stick to that goal. No matter what, stick to that goal. Unless you see something that's, obvious, that a company is going for bankruptcy or whatever the case is, delistings, stuff like that. But just the regular day-to-day ups and downs in the market, that's okay. That's fine. It's gonna be like that. I was in Dogecoin since January. I actually missed when it was under 3 cents. I wasn't around yet when it came to cryptocurrency. I got in at about 5 cents back in January. So for anybody that knows, it went up and went down. It's been at 4 cents and stuff like that for a very long time, for months. And I was actually taking losses off of it, but I never pulled out whatever. When it went down, I honestly just would buy a little bit more and average down. So it was kind of perfect for me, honestly speaking. And averaging down is another strategy that you guys can use, that you'll actually end up buying more. So when it goes back to that 5 cents or whatever it is that it goes back to, you actually won't be back to normal. You would actually make more because you started buying when it was cheaper. So you started to average down. So it's a smart play, and that's what I did with Dogecoin. So this week, I was telling people right before it blew up, when I saw it hit 7 cents, I was like, okay, it might do a run again, because the run it did before, it went up to 9 cents, and then it fell back down to 4 or 5 cents or 6 cents. So this time around, however, it shot up all the way to what, 47 cents. It was insane. So off of cents, a lot of people made thousands of dollars. It was pretty insane. Also, I definitely wanted to say, when we talk about cryptocurrency, I said I was going to talk about it, but when we talk about cryptocurrency, it's not shares that you're buying. It's called quantity. So a lot of people say, "Oh, I got this much shares," and it's like, I know what you mean, but the actual correct term is quantity, because cryptocurrency is a different type way of investing. As you notice, that market is 24/7, 24 hours a day. I actually got into cryptocurrency only because I was annoyed for these 3-day weekends when the stock market is closed and my portfolio had no action going on. So I was like, let me try looking into cryptocurrency. Bitcoin actually was the one that really showed me how real cryptocurrency is, because last year I got into Bitcoin when it was 8,000, around this same very time last year. This year, if you're looking at it, it's 63,000. I pulled out of Bitcoin because that was my first crypto currency investment, and it was just so different than the stock market. So I wasn't really, too keen on it or really too cool with it. So I just pulled out. After Bitcoin shot up to 30,000 so quickly, that's when I realized that cryptocurrency is very real. So even with Dogecoin, as people call it a joke, it's very real. As I said, 5 years ago, $1,000, you left it alone, didn't touch it, you've been looking at this week at 1.3 million. So just imagine that. Just imagine 5 years ago to right now. It's big. It's big. Cryptocurrency is very real. So I just want a lot of you guys to just be aware of that. But yes, entry points is very important. So I can easily tell you that I invested into AMC with $200. You invest into AMC right now for $200, it's gonna be different for you. My $200 mark was only because I wanted 100 shares. It wasn't about the money. I just wanted 100 shares in that company, and it was $2 a share when I jumped in. Right now it's about $9, $10 a share. So that $200 is not going to get you 100 shares. So it's still going to be different. Like I said, any dollar made is a dollar well deserved, regardless to anything. So you can still jump in, but don't rely on the next person of how much they started off with as an idea for you. Look at your own finances. Look at your own goal. What do you want to see out of the stock market or any investment that you do? What's the plan? Don't just invest just to invest. Invest with a plan. If you need help, trying to develop that plan, then we can definitely talk about it. Like I said, you can contact me. I'm gonna put my information out there for my business page, where you can contact me directly, and we can, really go over it and go over finances. I can show you the stuff that I was doing. I can show you the stuff that I am doing, and I can just give you ideas. So that's just how I go about that. I want everybody to be aware. I am not a financial advisor. However, I will show you the stuff that I'm personally doing. And if you guys feel that what I'm doing is impressive and it's something that you guys want to get into, then by all means, I have no problem sharing the information. So, that's basically what Press Financials are, because I'm big on my finances, and any information that I have no problem sharing it. So definitely. But it's been a pretty good week. My goal right now with cryptocurrency, again, I wasn't going to talk about it, but it was the biggest thing this week, so it just happens that way. My biggest goal, to be honest with you, is I want Dogecoin to drop. I'm going to say it again because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are probably looking at the screen saying why. I want Dogecoin to drop only because I want to buy more, a lot more of it, at a much cheaper price, entry price, if possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a place order. So that way, if it hits to a certain price, I'm going to automatically buy in. I don't even have to watch it. So that's the nice thing. Also, but speaking of price orders and stuff like that, and holds and order limits and stop limits, Cash App has added that to their system. That was the biggest difference between Robinhood and Cash App. Robinhood, you was able to do stop orders. Cash App, you couldn't. You had to really, if you wanted to get a certain price in a stock, you had to really sit there and look at Cash App manually. Now you don't. They upgraded their systems. Like I said, they've been upgrading their systems for a while, and they're going to keep upgrading their systems. And now they have orders that you can place. So they can basically automatically take out. So what that means is, let's say you see a stock that's $15, and you're like, you know what? I feel more comfortable if it would drop to $10. So you can really put a buy order and put your price in for $10 and not even watch it. You can put in how much money you want to put in or whatever the case is, and then when it drops down to that $10, you will automatically buy into it. So it's pretty cool. And it's the same thing with stop loss. So stop loss is, let's say you're into a company and you have, it's at $20 and you're in, and you like, you know what, I'll lose a lot of money if it goes down to $15. So you put a stop loss at $16 just in cases. Of course, I wouldn't do it that close, only because it's easy for it to drop down like that and shoot back up. So you'll be upset if you put a stop loss that close to your regular number, and then it goes and your money automatically comes out, and then you look again, and now all of a sudden it's at $25 or $22 or whatever the case is. It does happen, especially now in this these markets. It does happen. So it's a good tool to ensure that you won't lose money, and it's also a good tool to ensure that you won't actually end up overspending. So right now, I basically was thinking about 15 cents, or even 15 cents, maybe even 20 cents for Dogecoin. So if it ever is to drop, I will be able to just buy right in automatically. So I don't have to watch it manually. It will just happen for me automatically. So it's a good little strategy. It works out. Me personally, I'm all for what's been happening with Dogecoin. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. ETH, as I've been speaking of before, they also shot up a lot. Nowhere near close to Dogecoin, but they definitely shot up a lot too. Like I said, cryptocurrency is the future. A lot of people might not be aware of that, but cryptocurrency is definitely the future. And already there's companies that are accepting cryptocurrency as payment. So it's starting. Like I said, it's starting. It's a good chance it's going to replace money in the future. You have to look at what's going on right now. Technology is big. It's evolving so much and so rapidly. It's crazy. So I mean, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna keep the videos coming. I definitely appreciate the love and support to all my subscribers. Please hit the like button just so I know that I'm doing a good job, or if there's anything that you want me to touch base on, let me know. I'll definitely give you a review on anything when it comes to applications, how to invest, what to invest in. If there's a company that you're looking at, I can give you my opinion on it. I'll tell you where I see the pros and the cons at, and then I'm gonna ask you for your feedback. How do you feel about it? Of course. Anything else, just hit me up. I'm definitely gonna put my information in the description so you guys can definitely get in contact with me. Hopefully you guys subscribe to my business page, because my business page is where I actually put out all the pictures and stuff like that and all the real information, and I really go into detail, and you can talk to me one-on-one. So I feel like that's really important, just to have that connection. But you guys have been great. Happy investing. Let's keep building. Let's just keep building. Let's keep gaining. You guys take it easy.